Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so today is going to be a Divine Feminine check-in. I'm just going to start and get a message for the Divine Masculines from the Divine Feminines. What can we see masculines from their Divine Creator me as a channel of only the highest? Divine Feminines want you to know, Divine Masculines, that they have attuned to their deepest knowing. The moon in the reverse is the secrets coming to life. About what? The passion, the way that the connection polarizes, creates charge, the purpose. There's two things here. The Ace of Wands is the soul spark, that is mission, that is higher purpose. It's also the passion. It's the most phallic card in the deck. In the reverse like this, the feminines are understanding that the reason these truly otherworldly, divinely guided, next level relationships are here is for a greater purpose and pure connection. And so they know that that is not possible with you, Divine Masculines, until it's time, until both are ready, until there's a desire for both to meet in this energy that brings contribution into the world, that brings unadulterated innovation. So they go hand in hand. True service, contribution is not self-seeking. It's all the things that love is. And to partner with somebody who's in this energy, and I'm not saying that all people on the planet should be aiming to, force themselves into a twin flame level connection and hold out until then. No, if you're satisfied with relationships that are more common, go for it. This does not mean it's impossible. True twin flame relationships are very, very rare. And that's who I'm talking to here. And yes, it's an amazing bar to set. But not every relationship is going to be that. Many soulmate relationships and beautiful connections do not have to be forced into trying to conform to a twin flame thing. And it's not elitist either. Either you're born to specialize in relationship and on this twin flame level, or you have a different path of mastery available to you. Not everybody organizes into relationship as the path of mastery. So keep that in mind, that just because you have had your heart broken or you're in a connection that feels hot and cold, that does not mean you're in a twin flame dynamic. But if you truly desire true love with all your heart, and that is your priority, you might be a twin flame. You might be on a twin flame journey. If you don't have an interest in that, go and find somebody awesome and just hang out and have an amazing life together. But for those who are on a twin flame journey, these deep, deep energetics are coming to the forefront, Divine Masculines. Your Divine Feminine is understanding just how precisely calibrated mission and sensual connection and sexual attraction and passion are to that. Yeah, free-spirited. That's the bar, any kind of connection like this that allows for this free-spirited joy to be evident, that's what we're talking about here. Many times in karmic situations, we don't have that. No matter how hard we try, we can't make that happen. It takes two masters or close to come in together to have such a high level connection. So Divine Masculines, what you figuring this energetic system out. For those who are watching and for the masculine collective, it's literally manifesting now, letting go of codependency and really stepping into this cosmic kind of love. So it goes hand in hand. As divine feminines come to these aha moments, divine masculines are spontaneously mirroring. So it may or may not have to be conscious, but in these types of connections, it's likely that there is this kind of consciousness. Okay, let's get into what the divine feminines are thinking about their counterpart, feeling on the heart space, wishing for the connection. Oh, and I want to do the double. So what they're thinking about the connection, thinking about their divine counterpart, feeling about the connection, feeling about the divine counterpart. What the divine feminines are wishing in their own life, wishing towards the connections. What are the divine feminines' actions in their own lives right now? And what are their actions towards union? What is the biggest challenge in the divine feminine's lives? What is the spirit-guided solution for that challenge? And where is the energy going in the near future? Okay. What are the divine feminines thinking of the connections at this time? Okay, the pressure, transformation, and ascension. So divine feminines are very much witnessing the overview of how these connections relate to the ascension of the planet right now, relating to what's going on for all people, how the dynamics interplay, how they understand them in light of what's happening around the planet right now. Yeah. We get the judgment and then the world. This is the 20th card and the 21st card here. It's really interesting to me that in 2020, twin flames kind of hit the mainstream. And 2021 was a big year of major changes, and 2022 is a very union conscious year. Things are being transformed. This one actually, for the heck of it, we'll see that this is a 26. So by 2026, this transformation is going to be really putting the squeeze on humanity at large is what I'm hearing. So that's just a couple of years away before there's such a focus on these core relationships. Okay, so I'm just hearing divine feminines. We are the change makers, influencers. I remember hearing years ago, I think it would have been around 2014-ish, that the Dalai Lama was quoted as saying that North American women in particular were going to change the world. That's a very interesting statement. And I do know that so much of the twin flame stuff going on is in North America, although it is everywhere. I know my extraordinary clients are from all over the globe. But there's something about North American spiritual progression that I'm getting here in this in particular that's going to be coming in. And this one is a First Nations, Indigenous card here as well, and I'm hearing rainbow warriors. So there is quite a bit of beauty coming in that way. Okay, so divine feminines are really seeing this cosmic becoming for humanity at this time. What can we see for how the feminines are thinking about their divine masculine? Okay, we are getting growth and truth. So they are seeing the playful truth that there's growth. Divine masculines, your feminine has seen massive growth in you. You are becoming more fun, more lighthearted. You're not taking things so seriously anymore. Humor's coming back in. You're being spontaneous. Whether this is happening in the energy or actually in the physical, there's something here. Your divine feminine is seeing a change in you where you are more lighthearted. And then we get the Two of Cups here in the reverse. So love is taking sort of a backseat to this miraculous becoming. You've lightened up, divine masculine. So your divine feminine knows the love is still there, but it's more lighthearted than it's ever been. It's less drama, more free. There's so much progress. What are the divine feminines feeling on the heart space for their connection? Alchemy and fecundity reign. Okay, there is this beautiful new potential coming in. There is a knowing that from this balanced point, anything is possible. Yeah, we get the Four of Wands union. Oh, my ear just started ringing. Are you thinking of me, DM? So yeah, they know that where the two come together for a greater good, that there is an unlimited, untapped potential. Divine feminines are starting to feel really next level things being possible when the unions come in. And it's more of a budding feeling, not so much of a absolute nature, like hanging on to specific ways it needs to show up or look. There's just this potential like never before. What are the divine feminines feeling on their heart space for their divine masculine? Ooh, fluidity, outer core, and the Chariot. So travel, meeting up, that free flow, more playful energy, less burdened, more spontaneous. They're feeling like there's something moving in the 5D at very least that's causing a change in the physical, a change in, so if there's been communication, if there have been meetups, it's been more easygoing. It's been seamless. It's been flawless. It's been more fun, I'm hearing. And the Devil. So there's going to be a new understanding. See how these two twins don't see how close they are to each other or how mirrored they are, but yeah, the love is here. There's been this 5D navigation that's been playing out and mirrored in both. The divine feminines feel in their heart space that even though you may not know much about each other, that there is this grand movement, there is an ease coming in, abundance coming in. There are these tandem life paths that seem to be just falling into place, but divine feminines don't think, divine masculines, that you are as aware of the overview, the big picture on the heart space. But the divine feminines are still going with this regardless. They're still doing the things that they're guided to do, even if possibly you don't have the same awareness. I just want to say, divine feminines, your divine counterpart has the masculine awareness, likely, if you're the divine feminine. So don't underestimate that they very much do know and are going with the flow as well. What is the wish the divine feminines have for their lives at this time, independently from the masculines? Wildness, electricity, and becoming single, autonomy, self-made abundance, self-sufficiency, and this electric energy coming in. Energy coming back, I'm hearing. So for many divine feminines, they have gone to 0 point, might still be in a reduced energetic state, wanting to come out of very depleted scenarios, karmic situations, recoup energy after those things. So divine masculines that may be watching, your divine feminine wants communication, wants to communicate, wants to let you know where they're at. When their energy is high vibing enough to have the ability to do that and for it to feel good and positive, they also want sort of this space if they need it. Not all counterparts are at this stage, but there is some beautiful space. So I'm hearing two things. Some divine feminines understand that when their energy comes back, your connection will come in because they've started to witness the way energy works like that. They also are saying here that a little bit of communication, encouragement would be so nice. I'm being drawn to the moths on this card, and knowing that moths are drawn to the light. So as this light, as this higher frequency comes in, divine feminines are anticipating even that that's when you, divine masculine, tend to focus more on them. So it does seem like the divine feminines are wishing for the communication, wishing to know when to communicate, how it will happen, but that there is an understanding that it's based on the electromagnetics of the connection. What are the divine feminines wishing for the connection? Yeah, motion, reunion, more time, more collaboration, more intimacy, more appropriate motion. 3 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, so they are, wanting to get an update on karmic situations, on where you stand, divine masculine. That's a 22 card. So this is, by the end of the year, a lot of divine feminines want sort of an update as to where you stand in the whole thing, how you feel about this soul connection, what that means for other scenarios. What are the feminine's actions in their own right at this time? Mystery and the psychic intuitive. They are being all mystical. They are really tuning into their giftings, their psychic intuitive selves, and balancing out, allowing for what is to be there. 7 of Swords, it's their secret wonderland, I heard. Divine feminines are surfing the mystery, but there is a velvety darkness surrounding the feminines right now. There's a very solo vibe to these cards. So the action they're taking is they're really... I'm getting the feeling that I wasn't really ever afraid of the dark, but for those who may have been afraid of the dark, it feels like that fear of the dark being gone is what I'm getting from this. It's now they can see in the dark, they can see around the corners, they can see that things are not cut and dry, that peekaboo, when someone's hiding behind something, they're still there. It's that kind of a knowing that's coming in, that out of sight does not mean out of mind, or that things are done. It's more of a trust in the energetic layers. What are the feminines doing towards the connection in particular? They're purifying their lives, they're ending burden, they are actively setting their lives up so that they don't feel an energetic drain, so that they do have this passion ignited, so that they can be sexual, so they can be physical, so they can be healthy, so they can keep up with what fun the connection will end up bringing in. Knight of Swords, and again, this isn't necessarily communicated, it's just this knowing that they must take these actions and really put themselves first, self-love, doing what they feel to, taking a time out to rest if they need to. That's a 33 card, so they might have felt guided to take a little bit of some downtime or to change something up in their lives. I'm hearing exercise, be in nature more, be in solitude more, turn off the devices more. What can we see for the biggest challenge for the feminines at this time? The commitment, change, the winds of change, knowing that things are progressing, that true commitment is becoming more and more accessible, but that it still may not be here. So we're getting this anxiety card. So there are things the divine feminines are going through that are very challenging. Karmic cleanup, facing their own dragons, facing their own worries, facing their own stressors. There's some really real things coming up towards the eclipse in particular, that things have got to change. This change card did come out in the reverse, so it could mean that there's been a stall, or there's some anxiety about things that seem like they haven't been changing fast enough. What can we see for the solution? Oh my gosh, we literally got the Nine of Swords to clarify or to solve the Nine of Swords. So volcanoes, power, divine feminines, you've got the power. You've got the power to get through these masterful smoke and mirrors, these energies that have been keeping the divine feminines up at night. There are solutions available. What else do we get here? Nine of Wands. This is your path of overcoming. The Nine of Wands is a card of perseverance, so it can be the wounded healer, it can be the wounded warrior, but divine feminines, you're going past the wounded warrior, wounded healer templates, and you are actually claiming your mastery, claiming your phoenix energy, rising from the ashes. So the changes will come, but divine feminines, no one's going to come and save you. You are tasked with the things that are on your karmic plate, because you have the ability to overcome those things and create those, I'm hearing the neural pathways in the collective human mind for these particular solutions. So divine feminines, only you as a specialist can solve the karmic challenges that you are facing, because you are the specialist in those particular coordinates of time space. You are stitching the light back into those areas, those challenges. That is your task, divine feminines. Where are the connections going in the near future? We get depth, lake, seeker of crystals, so kindness. There's a new empathy here in the connections. So divine feminines, you are compassionately seeing your value now, and you know, divine masculines, this value, you see it also growing, and it is setting your divine counterpart apart from everything. Princess of Cups, this is sweet, the sweetness, the sweetness. We've got 2 pages here, so there's this gentle, small, starting small, possibly sweet communication back and forth that speaks to the I see you, I know your depth. And there's this twinkly little acknowledgement here in the energy that doesn't need to get into a whole bunch of wordiness. It's just this acknowledgement of the extraordinary confirmations of what's going on across time and space right now in these connections. You know, it's hard to talk to many people about these things because they are so deep, they are so vast, they are so profound. But the counterparts know, and there's a wink or a hat tip or a shoulder nudge or a thumbs up or a high five. Watch for those things. Watch for those kinds of simple gestures from your counterparts right now. I'm being told that's a far more advanced kudos than it might appear from just any other person. What can we see for the divine watching? Pleiadian Stargate, freedom, sensitivity, beauty, and sensuality. Yep, things are going to a new, more enlivened level because it's more pure. The connection can run hotter without resistance. Spectrum generator, reprogramming, transmutation, and stabilization. Yeah, I've often said that these connections amp up and the attraction happens when both are polarized on the same wavelength. Just like, you know, low vibe attraction is like a dime a dozen, and then through the developmental stages we get into these kind of more average connections, but these twin connections are so galactic, they are so eternal that they take a little bit longer to entangle on the quantum level so that the passion can grow. And we are you know, starting this with the divine feminines talking about the passion, the sexual charge, and the divine masculines here are combining freedom and sensuality, beauty, the sensitivity when things are calibrated, when people have calibrated to this level of knowing. Zing, 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 zing. Okay, let's see what we can for the divine feminine. Divine feminines. Adenine and thiamine, duality, contrast, trust, and balance. We did get the alchemy card for the divine feminines, balancing out. So trust, it is balancing out. I'm hearing again that the divine doesn't start a process that isn't completed in perfection. So trust divine feminines, that as you come into balance, you will have increased access to more better feeling connection, more love, more passion, more pleasure, more abundance, more goodness. My goodness. Bye for now.